In the beginning, before the world as we know it came to be, there was only eternal darkness and stillness. In this boundless void, nothing moved, nothing lived, and nothing grew. But within this great emptiness resided uMvelinqangi, the Great Spirit, the source of all life. uMvelinqangi, whose name means He Who Came First, was both the creator and the essence of existence. He had long been alone, resting in the silence of the void. Yet deep within him, a longing began to stir. This longing was to bring forth life, to shape and fill the emptiness with beauty, movement, and spirit. And so uMvelinqangi breathed a single powerful breath into the void. From this breath emerged the first seed. It floated gently in the darkness, glowing faintly. This seed contained the essence of life and all that would ever be. With care, uMvelinqangi planted the seed into the vast emptiness. From this seed grew a great tree, the first of its kind. Its roots spread far and deep, anchoring existence itself, while its branches stretched wide and high, reaching for the unknown. This tree became the tree of life, known as uHlanga. Its trunk was strong and sturdy, its leaves vibrant and green. At the base of uHlanga, uMvelinqangi molded the earth, soft and rich, creating the first land. Around it, he formed the oceans, vast and shimmering, their waters reflecting the light of the tree. Above it, he spread the sky, vast and endless, and filled it with stars to guide and inspire those who had come to inhabit the land. From the roots of uHlanga sprang the first people. They emerged from the ground, molded from the earth and given life by the breath of uMvelinqangi. These were the ancestors of the Zulu people, and they were called Abantu, meaning the people. Their bodies were strong, their minds were curious, and their hearts were filled with the essence of the Great Spirit. uMvelinqangi blessed them with the ability to speak, to think, and to dream. He taught them how to live in harmony with the land, to respect the waters, and to honor the sky. The ancestors understood that they were born from uHlanga, and that they were connected to all things. The trees, the rivers, the animals, and the stars were their kin, and they vowed to protect and cherish the world that had been created for them. As the people thrived, uMvelinqangi saw that they needed light and warmth to guide their days. And so he created the sun, a blazing orb of fire, and placed it in the sky to shine upon the earth. The sun brought life to the land, helping plants grow and providing warmth to the people. But uMvelinqangi also knew that the earth needed rest, and so he created the moon and the stars to light the night, offering calm and tranquility after the heat of the day. The people were not alone in this new world. uMvelinqangi had filled the earth with animals of all shapes and sizes. There were creatures that roamed the land, swam in the waters, and soared through the skies. Each animal had its purpose, and the people were taught to respect them as fellow beings, each created by the Great Spirit. Among the animals, one stood out, the clever and curious chameleon. uMvelinqangi chose the chameleon as his messenger, sending it to deliver words of wisdom and guidance to the people. The chameleon carried messages with great care, moving slowly and deliberately to ensure that no wisdom was lost. But not all was perfect in this new world. As the people grew in number, some began to forget the teachings of uMvelinqangi. Greed and jealousy crept into their hearts, causing them to quarrel and disrupt the harmony of the land. Seeing this, uMvelinqangi sent a second chameleon, one with a message of warning. This chameleon, however, was slow, and by the time it arrived, the people had already begun to fight amongst themselves. The Great Spirit, saddened by this, decided to teach the people an important lesson. He sent a great storm to remind them of the power and fragility of the world they lived in. The storm shook the earth, uprooted trees, and sent rivers overflowing. The people, frightened and humbled, remembered their connection to uHlanga and the teachings of uMvelinqangi. They vowed to live in peace and to care for the world that had given them life. From that day forward, the people honored the balance of life. They built their homes near rivers and under the shade of trees, always mindful of their origins. They told stories of uMvelinqangi and uHlanga to their children, ensuring that the knowledge of the Great Spirit would never be forgotten. The stars in the sky became reminders of their ancestors and the vastness of creation. The Zulu people also began to celebrate uMvelinqangi through song and dance, expressing their gratitude and joy for the life they had been given. Their drums echoed the heartbeat of the earth, their voices rose like the wind, and their movements reflected the rhythms of nature. Through these traditions, they kept their connection to the Great Spirit alive. In time, the people spread across the land, forming communities and thriving in harmony with their surroundings. They carried with them the wisdom of uHlanga, the lessons of the storm, and the guidance of uMvelinqangi. They knew that they were part of a greater whole, bound together by the breath of the Great Spirit that had given them life. And so, the world of the Zulu people grew, rich with life and wonder, a testament to the vision of uMvelinqangi. The tree of life, uHlanga, stood tall and proud, a reminder of their origins and their connection to all things. Its roots anchored the earth, its branches reached for the heavens, and its essence flowed through the people, the animals, and the land. To this day, the story of uMvelinqangi and the creation of the world is told and retold, passed down through generations. It is a story of life, balance, and the enduring connection between all things. And as the Zulu people look up at the stars, they remember that they too are part of the great and beautiful tapestry of existence, forever linked to the breath of the Great Spirit and the roots of uHlanga.